news headlines. Manipur records 51 COVID-19 new cases to succumb in last 24 hours. Twenty senior leaders from Ghulam Nabi Azad camp resigned in Jammu and Kashmir. And BJP's Kamal Sakhi Booth Sammelan held at Imphal East, Nongada. We are collectively facing a pandemic threat that is sweeping across the humanity beyond oceans and borders. Considering the seriousness of COVID-19, it's about time we step up against this deadly disease. Maintain a safe distance from others, even if they don't appear to be sick. Wear a mask in public, especially indoors or when physical distancing is not possible. Choose open, well-ventilated spaces over closed ones. Clean your hands often. Use soap and water or an alcohol-based hand rub. Get vaccinated when it's your turn. Follow local guidance about vaccination. Cover your nose and mouth with your bent elbow or a tissue when you cough or sneeze. Stay home if you feel unwell. Hello, this is PONYTV giving you the latest Wednesday English Bulletin. I'm LAKSMIBAI Tangzam. Now the news in detail. Manipur recorded 51 COVID-19 fresh cases and 2 succumbed to the deadly virus in the last 24 hours. The new cases took the total tally to 1,24,639, while the death toll reached 1,955, said the state COVID-19 Command Control Room. The positivity rate was recorded at 2.5%. According to a release from the state COVID-19 Command Control Room, the fresh cases were detected from 2,022 samples. It said 14 people were recuperated from the disease in the past 24 hours. In a major setback to Congress amid speculations that the assembly elections are imminent in Jammu and Kashmir, at least 20 senior Congress leaders considered close to former leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha, Ghulam Nabi Azad, have resigned from their respective party positions. All those who have resigned are demanding change in party leadership in the Union Territory, as per a media report. Prominent among them include former ministers Z.M. Saruri, Vikar Rasool and Dr. Manohar Lal Sharma, besides Jugal Kishore Sharma, Ghulam Nabi Monga, Naresh Gupta, Muhammad Amit Vat, Subhas Gupta, all former legislators. G.N. Monga and Vikar Rasool, when contacted, confirmed that they have written a letter to party president seeking change in the leadership in the UT. Dr. Manohar Lal said that it was party's internal matter and that he will speak over the issue after his meeting in Kathua on Thursday. In the resignation letter addressed to AICC President Sonia Gandhi and copied to Rahul Gandhi, Rajni Patel, in charge Secretary for Jammu and Kashmir, these leaders have alleged that under the presidency of Mir, Congress is heading towards a disastrous situation. Until today, more than 200 senior Congress leaders, including former ministers, MLAs, MLCs, PCC office bearers, district presidents, and AICC members have resigned from the Congress and joined their parties, while some others have chosen to remain in the silent mode. Visiting National BJP Mahila Morcha President Banati Srinivasan and Morcha's Manipur in charge Sumitra Lalu on Wednesday attended a mammoth Kamal Sakhi Booth Sammelan at Nongada Kameng Playground in Imphal East. Manipur BJP Mahila Congress Lamlai Mandal organized the Sammelan. BJP Manipur Pradesh President Adhikari Mayum Sarda Devi and State BJP Mahila Morcha President Lotika Lema were among who attended the program. Also present on the occasion were BJP Manipur Pradesh Vice President T. Meena Devi, intending candidate from Lamlai constituency, K.H. Ibomcha Singh, State BJP Mahila Morcha Secretary M. Chaubi Devi, BJP Imphal East President P. December Singh and BJP Lamlai Mandal President Amit Kumar. Banati Srinivasan and Sumitra Lalu arrived in Imphal on Tuesday in a 2-day visit to the state. Manipur polls are expected to be held in early part of 2022. Banati Srinivasan and Sumitra Lalu on Tuesday attended joint meeting of Manipur Mahila Mocha, District Mahila Mocha and Mandal Mahila Mocha at the BJP office located at Imphaal's Nityaipat Chutek. Forest, Environment and Climate Change and Sericulture Minister Awangbao Nyumai visited Kamai village of Tamenglong district on Wednesday. He interacted with village chiefs and leaders of several organizations from Kamai and adjoining villages during the trip. Awangbao Nyumai represents Tamai constituency in Tamenglong district. He informed the village leaders that Paitol and Oinamlong segment will be created as an SDC circle soon. The construction along Kaimai Thingchampai Road will be completed before the year end, Awangbao assured, adding that a proper road for Malkot village will also be developed soon. Church leaders, youths and organizations expressed gratitude to the minister for looking into their shortages. Unidentified people reportedly lobbed a hand grenade at the residence of one Wahengbam Kemesor Singh, aged 52 years, son of late W. Ibohal Singh of Kwakaitel Mayai Koibi, near Sisu Nistha Niketan in Imphal West. Kemesor hails from Bishnupur District's Ward Number 2. He has been staying at Kwakaitel Mayai Koibi. A bomb disposal squad of Manipur police retrieved the grenade this morning. No groups have claimed responsibility so far. Rajya Sabha MP Maharaja Sanajauba Laisemba on Wednesday offered prayer to Paramban market gods, seeking blessings for the people of Manipur to ensure welfare and development to them. Earth's average surface temperature in October was 0.89 degrees Celsius warmer than the 20th century average of 14 degrees Celsius. That makes the past month the fourth warmest October in the 142-year record. Octobers have warmed by 0.74 degrees Celsius per century since 1880, making Octobers today nearly 1 degree Celsius warmer on average than they used to be, as per a report. New office bearers of Manipur Hill Journalists Union called on Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh inside the campus of CM's bungalow in Imphal on Wednesday. Now we have a short break. Stay tuned.
Tapta Institute of Fusion Music Taiphumgi Makhada Taptagi Sai Khaktada Yumpham Oiba The Voice of Taiphum Haina Mingthonba Singing Talent Hunt 4.0 Lakliba December gi tang kungamari Sogli Singaniga Kungamathoi Irai Numittagi Pangthokpa Hauzaragani. Episode 9 Sathagadoriba Fusion Music Competition Asigi Winner amadi first second runner up singda pigadaba khudung chava singdi Free Day Say Semba, Record Changba, Amadi Tapta Musical Concert Ta, Rotation Naina, Sarugyahanba, Asina Singbani, Akupa Marol Gitamak 93621099942 Natraga 6009166 Da Pau Fobu. Organized by Tapta Ven Music and Tapta Fan Club.
Welcome. After the break, you're watching PONYTV English News at 6:30. After an hour-long meeting over the unwanted incident that took place at Nonei Police Checkpost on November 11 last, an agreement was reached between representatives of Manipur Drivers Association and Nonei District Police, informed MDA Assistant Secretary KH Sangit Charan. Nonei SP and OC attended the meeting. Following the agreement, MDA withdrew the proposed stir over the Nonei incident. The association said the Nonei SP assured that steps would be taken to avoid such incidents in future.
I am Sangit Charan, Manipur Driver Association Assistant Secretary. Hawkiba November Gitang Kramathoi, Sabanjin Mita, Nonei Police Nat Ponindaba Ama, Hawkiba do. Manipur Driver Association ki member singa nungi SP ga kunna pungama khara yana kamina ra matung nakalani na yaro parakre maramaduna Manipur Driver Association ki starting pai da bi khung sangsen gani haina toramba adu dakta handok jare.
Thongbam Ronel Singh from Sagolban Mainor Lerak of Imphal West District has been appointed as President of Republican Party of India RPIA Manipur State Committee. RPIA is a constituent of United Front Manipur UFM, is an alliance of 13 political parties. UFM co-convener Sapam Upendro Singh said Thongbam Ronel Singh has been working hard for the people and taking major role in every issue of the state. UFM appreciated and expressed gratitude to National RPIA President Deepak Nakaje, General Secretary Dr. Mohanlal Patel and RPIA for appointing Thongbam Ronel Singh as President of RPIA Manipur State Committee. Laishram Angamchan Singh has been appointed as the new Chairman of Manipur Public Service Commission MPSC for a period of 6 years or until he reaches the age of 62 years, whichever is earlier. He is the retired Deputy Comptroller and Auditor General. According to an office memorandum issued by Chief Secretary DP Dr. Rajesh Kumar on November 12, the pay and allowance and other conditions of the service will be governed by the MPAC Regulations 1972. A newly built Maira Sang of Phumlo Sifai at Sekmai constituency was inaugurated and handed over to the locals by Sekmai MLA H. Dingo Singh and member of Mayang Langjing Jila Parisad on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Sekmai MLA H. Dingo Singh along with members of Kurkul Gram Panchayat inaugurated a newly built community hall of Kanto Santipur in Sekmai constituency on Wednesday. The Naga Hoho on Tuesday said that as there is a single absolute mandated Naga organization at the moment, it is illogical to denounce its other based on vested and regional interest, leaving aside the larger Naga issues. The Naga Hoho in a statement said that during the darkest period of Naga history, where killings became the norm of the day, the Naga elders and intellectuals realizing the need for a collective effort to usher in peace and a voice for unified Naga homeland without borders came together and gave birth to Naga Hoho. It also said that till today, the Naga Hoho stands firmly on the foundation of Naga political and historical rights for self-determination and recognition of Naga homeland. The Naga Hoho then said that it is mandated to pursue and mediate for unity among various diametrical Naga political groups and early Indo-Naga political settlement. Hence, any political solutions sans inclusive of Naga ancestral land and its people are not acceptable to the Nagas, the Naga Hoho further said, adding, this has been endorsed by the Naga leaders from different tribes before the emergence of new organizations in recent times. The Naga Hoho then said that it is unfortunate that there are some groups of people who claim to represent some sections of the society and has been continuously spitting venom against the Naga Hoho. Now we have another short break. Stay tuned.
Karigumba dom yumda laiba anaba singi hida kappa dressing tauba blood sample loba rice tube hapa catheterization hapa enema tobinaba experience lairaba nurse amati doctor thibada awaba thengnabirabadi wabiraganu Medlane Home Nursing Care Service Manipurna kungkun mari chukna adom yumda latuna hida kappa injection piba dressing tauba feeding tube hapa catheter hapa amadi makhal kya ke anaba sing experience lairaba doctor amadi nursing tuna mating pangzari akupa marol gidamak Medlane gi helpline number 9205987988 amukasu 9205987988 ta call tawuna tanabiu natraga Google Play Store dagi Medlane app download tawuna booking tawi.
Welcome. After the break, PONYTV is available on channel number 988 of MCTV, GTPL cable service provider. Now let's move on to the news. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma and Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on Tuesday visited Langpi as a part of a goodwill gesture to send a strong message that both the governments are committed to resolving the long-pending border differences. Both the chief ministers arrived together in a helicopter from Guwahati and landed at Langpi Bazaar and addressed a massive gathering which was attended by people from the adjoining areas. The chairmen of regional committees constituted by both Assam and Meghalaya were also present at the meeting. Assam was represented by Cabinet Minister Atul Bora, while Meghalaya was represented by Cabinet Minister Renigton Lingdo Tongkhar. Chief secretaries of both the states, including senior officials, were also present at the meeting. Speaking on the occasion, Conrad K. Sangma said that it was a historic day for both the states, as this visit will demonstrate the message of commitment between Assam and Meghalaya that has resolved to settle the border differences amicably. He thanked Chief Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, for deciding to jointly visit Langpi and meet the people. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister of Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, termed the visit as historic and said that the spirit of the Northeast should be maintained as both the states resolve the border issues amicably. In the latest advisory, it has also asked its citizens to exercise increased caution to India due to crime and terrorism. This is not the first time that the U.S. Embassy has flagged women's safety. The U.S. Embassy in New Delhi has issued a travel advisory where it has asked women to not travel alone. The Embassy advisory also refers to Jammu and Kashmir as a state instead of Union Territory. Indian authorities report rape is one of the fastest growing crimes in India. Violent crime such as sexual assault has occurred at tourist sites and in other locations, the U.S. Embassy advisory said, urging that do not travel alone, particularly if you are a woman. In the latest advisory, it has also asked its citizens to exercise increased caution to India due to crime and terrorism. It also asked U.S. citizens to not travel to the state of Jammu and Kashmir except the eastern Ladakh region and its capital, Leh, due to terrorism and civil unrest, as per a media report. The reference to the state of Jammu and Kashmir is something that is contrary to the state's current position. In 2019, the special status under Art 370 has been revoked and the state was bifurcated into union territories. This is not the first time that the U.S. Embassy has flagged women's safety. In March 2019, it had said that Indian authorities report rape as one of the fastest growing crimes in India and asked to exercise increased caution. Before we come to the conclusion, let's take a look at the top news headlines again. Manipur records 51 COVID-19 new cases, 2 succumbs in last 24 hours. Twenty senior leaders from Ghulam Nabi Azad camp resigned in Jammu and Kashmir. And BJP's Kamal Saki Booth Sammelan held at Imphal East's Nongada. Thank you for watching PONYTV English News. Stay tuned for more updates.